Ariel Helwani in Inglewood, California, alongside Cole Miller, who meets Alex Caceres this Saturday at UFC 199. Cole, it's good to see you. This is kind of a crazy thing. It was supposed to be BJ Penn versus Dennis Seaver, then BJ Penn versus Cole Miller, and now it's Cole Miller versus Bruce Leroy.
Yeah.
Are you disappointed it's not BJ Penn?
I was.
Yeah.
I had a 24-hour pity party, but I had not been given an opponent, in Alex yet. I was just, in limbo. And I was very concerned that I was not going to be given an opponent and I'd be recycled back into, like the DL and be waiting to fight, August, September, or something like this. And I just didn't want that to happen. And so when they came forth with Alex, I was very grateful to have an opponent and just be happy that I was fighting.
What does the pity party consist of?
Oh, now I don't have a fight. I mean,
Okay.
it wasn't like
You're not eating hamburgers and French fries and stuff?
no, it was just more like being emo.
Okay.
Just like sitting in bed and
Crying?
that. No, not crying.
Okay.
Just
It's
sitting.
okay. You can tell us. I'm not going to judge you.
I was just watching movies and playing some video games, but that was it. But I did that for a day, and then I just said, all right, you had your pity party. Now get back up and get in the gym, and then. The next day after that, so I already been back in the gym training. That's when they, let me know that I'd be fighting Alex. I said, awesome, cool. I'm just glad I got a fight. I almost thought about pulling out of the fight just for comedic purposes of, it was BJ Seaver,
Yeah.
BJ Cole, Alex. I was like, man, wouldn't that be funny if I just like pulled out and then they had to make another fight happen?
But then you don't get paid.
Yeah, but I wanted to fight.
I got to say, though, I felt for you a little bit because, you were supposed to fight Connor. That was a big fight. Supposed to fight BJ. It's like you keep having these big fights taken away from you. That time it was your injury. This time it was, his situation. But, man, did you think about that as well?
Yeah, I mean, you kind of like think, I've been having some bad luck on my side, and I know that you've seen in like 5 of my fights, there's always some weird stuff going on, and when fans start to notice that and they're like, why does this always happen to Cole? Then it's like, all right, well, at least it wasn't me. At least I know, and it's kind of confirmed that it's not me just being down on myself, like, why does this always happen to me?
Yeah.
But when fans are going, man, like that dude's got some bad luck. But, this is to be at this level and be at it, in the UFC for 9 years now. Like, you have to be a type of guy that's going to endure, and I've had been down on my luck, but, you're going to turn it back around, and this is a great opportunity to do so.
What did you think when you heard what happened to BJ? Were you surprised?
Yeah, I was very surprised, especially because I had remembered the stuff that he had said about guys that were using IVs, for their weigh-ins, and I was just surprised that he did one at all, but I also think that I understand where USADA is coming from. I think that USADA is coming from a pure standpoint for sport. I think that what they're doing is, to solidify some integrity within mixed martial arts. But, it's just like a fine line between you can't get an IV under doctor supervision. You can only get one if it's a hospital admission. It's like, man, like I don't want to pay $800 for an emergency room trip because I need an IV.
Right.
I'd like to go into one of these biostations and, get legal stuff, but I understand USADA has their reasoning too, and guys could just go do that on a day-to-day basis post-training and be getting this, and it can be, diluting, their urine for the masking of steroids. I get it. But, yeah, it did surprise me that BJ had that issue.
Are you hoping you get through Alex and maybe get that fight back if he's able to appeal this and not get, because he was, they said he cooperated with USADA, so he might not get a full 2-year suspension. Are you hoping for that? Or do you think this could be it for him?
I hope that he's, he did come forth voluntarily with the information. I think that this is like such a minor infraction that a 90-day suspension would suffice.
Yeah.
And I think that the fans really wanted to see this fight more than him fighting that shot-out juice at Dennis Seaver. I think that when they heard about it, they were more excited. So if that's the kind of fight that they want to happen, I'd be down. Obviously I'd be down. I took the fight on 3 weeks' notice, so if they want to give it to me again, then I'll take it. But I don't have anything negative to say to, put down BJ to kind of like goad the fight to happen. I mean, like, he's BJ Penn, he's done it all. If that's a fight he wants, UFC wants. I hate to say that kind of response. I've never given that response, but that's the way it is.
Fair enough.
And honestly, if I get through Alex, When I get through Alex, that I'd like to get out unscathed and fight on UFC 201. I know that that's a very fast turnaround, but
Your home state.
I'm not happy that I wasn't considered in the first place to fight on that card. It's either almost full or it is full, but I told my manager to tell Sean Shelby that before I got the BJ fight that I'm down to fight anybody at 45, 55, or 70. Just I want to be active. I want to get in there and fight. So I think that I performed very impressively against Sam Cecilia when I fought in Atlanta last. I think that that's the type of performance that you can expect from me when I'm fighting in front of my hometown crowd, and I'd really like to get on that card.
So you kind of annoyed that you weren't considered for your home state?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that this will be like the fourth time they've gone to Atlanta or the Atlanta area and modern MMA era, and I've only fought once. And I think being passed over like that, I understand that they got a difficult job, matchmakers have, and you'll notice too that like certain weight classes are highlighted. You'll see like a card with like almost all like middleweights and heavyweights, but there's no 25, 35, 45ers or 55ers, but that happens. And this might be one of those cards where they're highlighting a bantamweight and heavyweight, mostly showcase. That happens, and I get that. But I think that I've been here 9 years. I'm an exciting fighter. I'd like to have some input, when and where I fight, when it's going to be in a fighter's hometown, because I know that people would show up to watch me fight that otherwise would sit at home.
Right. Speaking of 201, I've never seen this before. You're rocking a championship jersey of your teammate Robbie Lawler. Yep. I've never seen anyone ever do this.
Yeah, like for Christmas, the fighters got the little gift card online to shop in the shop, and I was like, I honestly like these things, the gold ones, the championship ones. I was like, all right, I'll support my teammate Robbie Lawler and get his jersey.
Does he know that you did that?
Yeah, I work out in this one sometimes.
Wow. Does he like that?
Yeah, give him the fist bump when I see him.
He's a bit of a bashful guy, so you wouldn't make a big deal about it, right?
No, it's not a big deal.
Yeah,
not at
I
all.
think it's great. Yeah. Unity, team support, I like it.
American Top Team, I'm all about it.
That's right. By the way, I noticed Cole Miller Kills is your Instagram name. It's very intense. Why Cole Miller? Why not ATT like the Twitter?
I didn't really know much about Instagram. I created an account and I had like no posts for like a year and a half.
Okay.
And a friend had got me to create an account. I didn't get it, and I didn't understand that it was like mostly just pictures instead of like Facebook, where people just like rant on like how they feel about politics or whatever crappy football team they support. And so like I'm kind of more into Instagram, but when I created the Instagram, I just used the same thing as my gamer tag.
Okay.
So like I did that, and I didn't understand about joint accounts and all that stuff, so that's how I made it, and it's fine. It's stuck. It's my gamer tag, so
it's intense.
It's all good. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, well, it's good to see you again, as always. Good luck in the fight, and I do hope that you get to fight on 201. You make a very strong case and should be considered, obviously, so good luck with that as well.
I mean, don't you want to see me fight?
I always want to see you fight. When I found out that Cole Miller was on this card, I was like, man, it's been a while.
Yeah.
And the last time kind of felt a little unfulfilling.
Yeah, no doubt.
So it's always fun. You always are an exciting fighter, and honestly, I still feel bad that we didn't get to see you in Dublin against Connor.
Yeah.
That was fun. Remember when you guys were on the show together, going back and forth?
Yeah, likewise. And that one got tons of views, man.
It did.
Yeah, so I'd love to make something like that happen again, but this all starts on Saturday night against Alex. And like I said, it's more important now than the BJ fight, because now I got to get past him to earn those more high-profile fights and to earn the right to be fighting in my hometown and stuff like that.